Good morning, people. Welcome back to this here little channel. YouTube showing their absolute corruption again. I had one of my highest viewed videos last week, well, 5 days ago, with over 600 views, but I must be getting close to the truth because the faceless cowards have started to remove views from it. Now, after 5 days, they can't be toxic views because the algorithms would have picked up those before. So, you think it's bad now? Wait till this new online safety bill comes in. But anyway, what are we looking at today? I said yesterday I'll talk a little bit about China. Well, it's all kicking off again, isn't it? They've had enough. They're fed up of the oppressive communist regime. And they're on the streets protesting. And what does their corrupt government do? They're rolling in the tanks again. So are we looking at another Tiananmen Square job? Could be. Could well be. They're obviously frightened of people power. The Chinese need to stand up to them en masse. But anyway, Sunak last week said we need to do more business with China. We need to come more in line with China. Unbelievable. Now he's saying we should sanction them more. Yeah, right. Look how the sanctions worked with Russia, eh? I mean, if it was down to me, with what happened in Manchester, the Chinese secret police stations in this country, basically they're all spies, and I'd kick every single one of the bastards out. Not the normal Chinese. I like their food. But the assholes that work for the government. They should never be allowed in this country again with what they're doing, and their record on human rights is absolutely abysmal. Yet our government wants to bring in the same digital oppression, face recognition cameras, credit scoring systems as they've got in China. Now do you see why we don't fucking want it, Sunak? Eh? You're against them for having it, but you want to enforce it on us. Go fuck yourself. You know, this must never happen, people. We must fight this all the way. Never allow it to happen. Oh, calm down a bit. And now the NHS workers have voted to strike, starting on the 15th of December. Because they have to give a certain amount of notice by law to make the strike legal. No, they took a vote. No, I can't confirm this, but apparently only 80,000 voted. And that's out of 300,000. 35% voted. So they haven't even met the legal limit of 50% required to call a strike. So that would make the strike illegal. As far as I'm concerned, you know, that's only my opinion. They don't see it that way. But they're saying the army is on standby to take over from ambulance drivers, key staff. So what does this mean? We're going to see battlefield meatball surgery and treatment? You know, these strikes are going to cause many more deaths. I can say that. You know, I can remember when the NHS, or the health service as it used to be called, was the best in the world. It was called the caring profession. Well, after the treatment I've been receiving over the last couple of years, I wouldn't call it that now. It's just a job like anybody else. It's not a vocation. Think about it, people. And these nurses have always earned a lot more than I bloody have. And I grafted for a living, even when I worked at the hospital. I was on far less than the nurses. But that's just my opinion. But now that the mainstream media, now we know how we all hate them. But after the arrest of that reporter in China that I talked about the other day, well, think about this. Back during our protests over the lockdowns and the like, here in the UK, what did they report on that? Well, they fucking didn't, did they? Because they hid it all. They didn't want to show it. They called us COVID idiots, conspiracy theorists, bad people. When there was a protest, if they did say anything, it was a few hundred on the streets. Where we saw the videos of thousands on the streets. But now the Chinese are doing the same as we did back then. And they've been jabbed, a lot of those. Yet they're still getting oppressed the same. But now, the mainstream media are calling them fucking heroes for standing up to an oppressive government. See the bias here? The hypocrisy? It's not just the government that hate us. The mainstream media do as well. Now, we don't get to stand in front of MPs in Parliament or the, room in Westminster to plead a case, to say how we feel, to tell them what we want. Yet they let fucking Zelensky's wife in there and they listened to her and agreed with her. How about giving some of your own fucking people a say in how our country's run? You can't even run this fucking country properly, let alone tell anybody else how to run theirs. Unbelievable. What is this country coming to? We're fucked. With this government, we are fucked. They need to go. Not saying the Conservatives are bad, but the fuckers that are in there now are absolutely ridiculous. I've had my rant, so I'll leave it there for today. Welcome to the new subs. We're only one short of 310 now, and that's good for me. But anyway, until the next time, thank you for your support. As always, my respect for it. And please, stay strong. Oh, I got it wrong again. Got it right for so many weeks. Stay safe. Stay strong. And stay free from these clowns. Respects, guys.